This is the Yamaha R3 and why you should just say no to a Yamaha R4 redesign. So even though the Kawasaki Ninja decided to go a step ahead and introduce their 400cc sport bike, I still feel that the Yamaha R3 is the better decision of the two. Now there are a lot of other comparables here. Suzuki, Honda, KTM has theirs. However, Yamaha R3's package is what I would see either the American beginner level for sport bikes or some other countries a really nice all-around bike. In fact, I enjoy riding this bike quite a bit myself, and I have a leader bike. So not thinking that this bike is going to be taking the joy out of riding, I actually see there being a lot of joy in riding this particular bike. It has a very nice design. It has good tires on it. Overall, the package that it comes with is, as I see, really well fit and finished. When you compare this bike to the Ninja 300, I did see this bike as something I would have preferred. I was researching the bikes for my wife for quite some time, but it wasn't just for her. I wanted something zippy, I wanted something sporty, I wanted something I could just jump on and run around that would also be very fun and enjoyable for me. And I still get a lot of really nice power out of the R3. So when you take that up to an R4 level or a 400cc bike, yes, you're getting racier, you're getting sportier, but you're also getting a little bit more intimidating for other riders. You're not necessarily getting something that you can just jump on and zip around more city level easily. It is definitely something, I'm going to say, the 400 series bikes look fun. I've never been on one myself. But at a 300cc bike, roughly 300cc bike, kicking out 40 horsepower, this bike is pretty well off as it stands. The ergonomics, the way the seating position is, very comfortable, even at standing 6 foot tall, 180, 185 pounds at the moment. I fit really well on this bike. Not only do I fit on this bike, not only does my wife fit on this bike, smaller riders, larger riders fit on this bike. It's very comfortable to ride, even if it is in a more upright position. If you're going to be adding more horsepower, you may be tempted to make it so you're not sitting the same posture or position. But this bike really does have things come together well. Now the other thing comparable to the Ninja 300, or now the Ninja 400 when I was looking at it, the Kawasaki Ninja is something where a lot of riders say it really begs to be in high RPMs, high revs, at your red line, gunning it all the way up in your tachometer as far as you can go, and that's where that bike craves to be. The Yamaha R3 was designed really well that you're actually getting a bit of power more in the mid-range power band here, and considering a lot of bikes that are starter maybe purchased new, that's actually a lot more enjoyable when somebody starts getting on the bike, because you're not just jumping in and having to go on your lower RPMs. The Ninja 300 was a great looking bike, a very sporty bike. I had my eye on it for a while. When I was starting to look at bike purchases, I was thinking, I'm going to get a Ninja, I'm going to get a Ninja, I'm going to get a Ninja. Well, I took a look at the R3 and the specs and added things up, and then the Ninja 400 came out, and I was like, oh my god, I want to go get that bike. And right before making the R3 purchase, I went and I sat on and I checked out one of the Ninja 400s, and I thought, you know, yeah, it's going to be that zippy bike that I want to just jump on when I don't want a leader bike to just play around out here by the cows and chickens and whatever else kind of where the buffalo roam. So it's a really nice sporty bike for someone who wouldn't be intimidated by this. But for a starter level bike, or for something to run around the city, or for something where you don't have to worry that the power's just going to slip away from you, just enough to slip away from you, the Yamaha R3 is at the level of bike where I feel is very suited for new riders trying to get into a sport bike. Now, the other type of bikes that I was looking to get at recently were the Yamaha V-Star series. Now the V-Star has a 650, a 950, and a 1300 right now. The 1300 cruiser was about 80 horsepower. The 950 was about 50 horsepower, and both of those were a bit heavy. The Yamaha 650 is a really nice cruiser bike, and the looks are not too bad. It doesn't look like too much of a feminine bike. Some of the Honda Rebels, a lot of people give them discredit, saying that it's only for a girl's bike, only for females. You look at the Yamaha 650, and again, Yamaha has done a really good job with that. So cruiser comparables, I'd be taking a look at that bike. I'm going to say 40 horsepower range, gearing it down a little bit so you can stay in the lower RPMs is where I would see you be able to get a lot more riders into these bikes. Now the Yamaha R3 again has done a really good job. I'm not going to bring this thing on a freeway, but bringing it on a highway, I have no problems bringing it on a highway because you got 55 miles per hour and this thing will scoot right up there. But it's a really well-designed bike, and I think that adding more power in that could very well take some of the newer riders, some of the people who could be intimidated by accidentally having too much power explode out of the bike from you, and I think that the smaller package is going to be able to deliver more for newer sport riders, or even just jumping on a bike and getting into something that's going to be really fun. And I do know someone who has a leader bike. Whee! So, Yamaha R3. The other thing with the Yamaha R3, I saw the 2019 has just come out. I was really excited to see that they went with an R3 again, as opposed to an R4. Yamaha's just doing a really good job with the bike. A lot of other companies making things OEM compatible. TST Industries. I have a few things on this bike. I still do have the taillight modulator in here with the integrated turn signals to just give more visibility in the back here. I've got some other additions. If you take a look around the bike, very easy to modify. I really do like what they've done with the R3. I hope that the next generation, the next model, they don't change too many things. I do like the look and feel of the bike. 400 cc's on a bike. Again, you've got your KTMs, your Ninjas, and as much as I wanted those, at that point, I realized that it was no longer the zippy, fun, city, kick around, learn on, easy controls, lower power but better range. I realized that it was a little sporty bike, and if I wanted a little sporty bike, I would go with something much sportier. And that's exactly what I did when I built this guy. So go ahead and check out some of my other videos. The top speed on that thing, although it doesn't look impressive in numbers, when you're running on 12-inch tires and you're hitting little rocks because you live down a little dirt road and this thing is flying all over from underneath you and those training wheels are hitting rocks, that's a joy to ride. That's a joy to ride, and this is a joy to ride. Go ahead and let me know your thoughts down below of why you believe that the R4 should come out, why it should be competition for the Ninja 400, or why the Ninja 250, which is available in other countries, possibly should come back and the 250 should try and compete with the R3 again. Thanks for checking out the video. Go ahead and check out some of my other videos. Feel free to like, subscribe if you really want, but feel free to share the bike. I'd love to get some other people's thoughts on it, and hope you have a great day. This ant is a complete jerk. You're still fast. Oh, he slimed me. Totally uber-goobered on me. Look at that. If I can just jump in and it'll go well. Nope, not so much.